Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, February 2nd, 2025, and it's time for your Sunday morning reading. I'm Dolly, this is the Wolf Girl Oracle, and as always, I'm very glad that you're here. I've missed you guys. It's crazy, but for 22 of the days in January, I was sick. I had norovirus, and then I got the flu really bad. I'm still not totally over the flu. I'm probably at 96%. I'm in a place now where I can meditate again and ground and be connected. But for all those days, I could not ground. I could not meditate. I could not get connected. I was so focused on my breathing, or my lack of breathing, I should say, that I couldn't do anything. So I've missed you guys, and I'm so sorry that I haven't done lives or anything, but we're going to get back to that this week. We're going to think positive, and look towards the future here. And let's get over to the other camera and let's do a reading here for today. And I got the cards placed out ahead of time because I'm trying to keep this a little bit quicker. I've noticed, like, with my looking just like at my numbers on YouTube, I realized that most of the people only watch about 3 minutes of my video, so I'm trying to speed it up, okay? But anyways, we are using the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle today for our reading, and what I'm going to be asking Spirit for today is to give us information on how we can navigate these troubling times. We've got a lot going on. Okay, we got a lot going on politically. There's been all different kinds of tragedies in the last month. California wildfires, planes crashing, the current administration just doing crazy things. So we've got a lot to navigate. So let's ask Spirit to just help point us in the right direction as to what we can do to get through this together, okay, as a collective. All right, so angels protect us, spirits of the land in my home, please surround us, and ancestors give us wisdom. What do we need, Spirit, to navigate through these troubling times? Please and thank you, and I love you. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the first card, and the first card is the Shadow. The Shadow. And it says trials and it says trials and tribulations. Spirit, I love you, and you sort of crack me up. Now, when we look at a shadow card, there's two meanings here, I think, with this card. One is our own personal shadow work. If we're finding ourselves getting full of fear and full of anger, we need to pinpoint what those triggers are and try to work through that on a personal level. But I also think that this shadow card is also kind of pointing us into the direction of where the country is right now, the trials and tribulations, the things that we're experiencing as a collective people. And I mean, the whole world is affected by, this as well. Anybody who has any kind of human compassion is going to be affected by all these different crazy things that are going on in our country right now. So I think that what Spirit is saying is, keep an eye on what's triggering you. If you feel yourself going into a place of anger and fear, it's probably time to just step back from media altogether. Just take a break from media, meditate, pray, do whatever it is that you do. Read a book, take a nap. Just step back and decompress a little bit so that you don't find yourself in a fear cycle, okay? A fear rage cycle, because that is no good for you, for the country, for what we're putting out into the universe, okay? We need to stay in the light. Very important that we stay in the light and deal with our shadows. All right, the second card is the Unknown. Enigma. The Unknown Enigma. Wow. Mother Earth. Wow. And yeah, I mean, this is a, oh, and it's a 44 card. This is a time where we're dealing with a lot of unknown. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I don't feel comfortable with uncertainty. You know, Pema Chodron wrote this beautiful book called Comfortable with Uncertainty, and, you know, teaching us how to be in the moment, teaching us how to stay with a all is well mind, you know, all is well. You know, things might be crashing around us, but all is well and we are okay. And yeah, we don't know what's around the corner, but we have to trust that what is around the corner is exactly what it needs to be to do the healing that needs to happen for this earth, for this country, for us as people, you know. So we have to have a little bit of trust in the unknown. And I know it's uncomfortable. I know it is. I know. But how many times in your life have you had something coming up and you feared the worst? And when I was little, I would always question my mom about her getting upset about things that were happening in the world. And she's like, well, we always got to be prepared. We always got to be prepared for the worst thing. And I mean, there is some truth in that. You know, I do believe that prepping is a good idea. I do believe that, you know, having that security just makes us feel better overall, you know. But I also think that passion can turn into obsession. And when passion turns into obsession, that's where it starts to affect your life in a negative sort of way. So we have to keep that in check, you guys. We can't let our brains snowball off into fear and anger and rage and let that affect our lives and our health. You know, we can't let that happen. It's okay to have an awareness. Okay, it's okay to acknowledge that you know that these things are happening. But if you will let them affect you in such a way that it's making you sick, that is not good. Okay? So we have to keep an all is well mind. Does that make sense? Thank you, Spirit. That was awesome. All right, and then lastly, we have Altar of Fire. Altar of Fire, good juju. Altar of Fire, good juju. Fire is very much an action element. It's a transmutation element. And what I'm getting from this card is we have to, if we want this world to be the place that we hope it will be, some action has to be taken. Okay? It's like if you're sitting at home and you're like, oh, I wish I had a new car. I wish I could get a new car. I wish I could get a car. I wish I could get a car. But you don't have a job and you're just kind of hoping and wishing that this is going to fall from the sky. Sometimes it does. The universe does provide, okay? But in this instance, I believe that what Spirit is saying is if you want change, you have to be willing to take some action. And I especially think that that's important right now, especially with the political atmosphere that's occurring right now. Now, this doesn't mean that I want you to go onto social media and start bashing people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about doing your civic duty. You know, write your senators, write your congressmen, write the president if you want to. You know, just be careful. Just be careful about that. But I'm big on writing our senators and our congressmen. I'm big on having constructive conversation with people who might not be on the same page as us. Not going to a personal place, not calling them stupid or idiots or anything like that, but actually having working conversations about why I feel the way that I feel. That's hard. That's hard, and not everybody is the kind of person who can do that. I understand that, but Spirit is saying that we can't be too passive about what we're seeing, because I can't. I hate to make this comparison, but I truly believe that in Germany during World War II, that there were good German people who saw what was happening, who knew what was happening, and did nothing. Okay, we can't do nothing. Because unfortunately history repeats itself, and we clearly haven't learned the lessons that we should have learned from slavery and from the Holocaust about dehumanizing people. Okay, we cannot allow the dehumanization of people to be okay. We cannot. So anytime you see somebody dehumanizing somebody because of the color of their skin, because of their LGBTQ plus status, because of their nationality or their religion, when you see that happen and you do nothing, you are adding to the problem. Now I know that not everybody can have a strong conversation like I can with people, but writing your senators, writing your congressmen, praying, doing something. It's an action. This card, Altar of Fire, is an action card. Okay? The birds of peace are flying. The fire is illuminating. The pyramids are bringing wisdom. And the hand is lifting up. This is an action card. It's also card number 22. Okay, let's go back over to the other camera. I want to thank you guys for coming today. I love you guys and I've missed you guys so much. I will see you guys on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for Good Morning Coffee and Talk. And I love you. I love you so much. You guys have a great day, okay? Take care, everybody. All right, bye-bye.